right. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? Hello, Jonas. It is good to be back. I apologize for the lateness of the hour. It has been an annoying day, but we are finally back. We are here on Arubia and ready to conquer the trash planet. The other trash planet, I suppose. Jeez, I forgot how fast this goes. That is a lot of exoskeleton speed. Okay, so let me do a quick check, make sure I'm actually recording. Looks like it. Alright. Yeah, weird gas clouds slash what these are technically called, I think, is trashsteroids. Yes. They don't seem to come from the west. They seem to, like, spawn in at random places, like this one just popped into existence here. Okay, let's see. We have some junk piles with stuff in them. Ooh, and this one contains construction bots. I haven't tried to... Oh, okay. Amateur biorecycling. You find a strange bacteria digesting the Spidertron's metal frame. You name this Scrapophilius with zero regard to how other people may judge you. I start a stream at 8:45 p.m. for me. I am very sorry to the Europeans for this one. You are inspired to build a large gun that shoots unwanted items out into the wind. You call your design the Crapapult and chuckle at your genius wordplay. Okay, I need to... pull a few of these. There we go. Okay. Amateur biorecycling. Okay, we can make a biorecycling plant. Crapapult. Yeet your problems out into the wind to dispose of unwanted items. Now you're part of the problem. Gun turret plus a bunch of steel and copper. Okay, wind turbine for electricity. Interesting, you can extract bacteria from bacterial sludge. And we can use that to turn ferric scrap into firearm magazines and a bunch of copper. This Spidertron had a logistic request on it assigned for some sort of cube. Is that so? How many spoilers does this have for Vulcanus, Aquilo, Shattered Planet? Probably none. Rubia is its own thing. This rusted train stop has a worn note. I messed up the ratios, please fix. Okay. Let's see, this is our ferric scrap, which mines extremely quickly. Hello, Fire Wizard. Okay. Let's see, we have a bunch of modules, a bunch of raw resources. Let's see. Okay, here's our bacterial sludge well. Oh, let's see. I suppose that means... Let's see, what is this? Wind turbine. Tell you what, let's make one of each of these things so we just have them on hand. Yeah, Fulgora-ish. Except here the trash is trying to kill you. And I needed a jack. Okay. Why not counter it with the new hydrogen bombs? Suppose we could try. Okay. Let's see. I'm assuming you probably need power poles. Okay, 9.3k per second. Amazing. Alright, let me think. What is this? Oh, yeah, I know. Here. Don't care about that. Let's read some tips. Via wind mechanics. Inserter and splitter can only move items to the right. Transport belt, underground belt, and electric mining drill cannot move items to the left, so presumably up and down works fine. Logistic robot cannot safely navigate to requester chest, buffer chest, provider chest, or rocket silo. Locomotive, cargo wagon, recycler, and related cannot withstand the wind. Wind turbine will generate power. Full list of entities banned on Rubia. Locomotive, cargo wagon, fluid wagon, artillery wagon, provider chest, buffer chest, requester chest. Oh boy. Recycler and vehicle dock. Spidertron patrols, looks like. Allowing inserters to interact with vehicles inventory. Makes sense. Okay. Crash droids are ever-present threats on Rubia. Medium will bombard your base and require turrets to defend against. Falling trash droids deal damage with a small trans and a critical hit. Cargo pod needs attack to land. Okay, rocket silo cannot safely launch rockets without tech. Garbo grabber can only collect Craptonite chunk from trash droids destroyed by physical explosive in their range. Some entities are immune to bombardment, such as Rail Signal's armored locomotive. Fascinating. Related entities and any entity made with Kryptonite frame. Kryptonite wall blocks the movements of trash droids, but cannot spawn block them. Okay. Trash droid HP scales with damage and speed. Mega basing EPS tips. Okay. We will deal with that when we get to it, I suppose. Okay, this is making 250 kilowatts. Hello, frivolous squid. Consumption 90. Okay, so one turbine can sustain 2 of these. That's fine. I'm gonna turn my exoskeletons off. Let's see. I suspect we may want this to just have ammo. Okay, we have pipes. What was the thing we needed to do with these? We needed to turn those into bacteria in a chemical plant. Or cryo, which we cannot make. And we'll need some pipes. For now, we are just going to let's see, we need more wind turbines. Where did those go? Iron plate, gear wheel, copper cable. Okay, do those spoil? They absolutely do spoil. Okay, and then that has to be inserted to the right, along with ferric scrap, to get ourselves firearm magazines and more cables. Okay. Haha. The wind turned your machine. Along with a fun little sound effect. Okay. Alright, so... Okay, what does that spoil into? Spoils into nothing, that'll be nice. How windy is this place? It says hurricane force. Yeah, okay, that spoils into nothingness. Let's see. Which means... let's see. have any inserters here? We do not. Okay, and then, wait, was that made in a recycler? Made in by recycler. Yes. Hello, Chloe. You missed very little. We're just figuring out how things work here. Yes, do that. And then I guess make a box to dump it into for now. Or does that not dump into a box? You can tell I'm still used to shapes because I'm pressing C to pipette instead of Q. Ooh, what happened there? Okay. You are out of ammo already. Goodness. Here, you can just take the rest of that. I don't need it. Let's see. The lasers are killing trash steroids, which is just random crap that is spawning. Random literal crap. Okay. If I make another one of these real quick. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I can put a turret here. I don't think we need this filter, but we'll put it in anyway. What does the scrap bacteria spoil into? It spoils into nothing, it just gets deleted. But it doesn't entirely matter because it just comes straight from infinite liquid, so who cares? Let's see. This is also a constant speed space platform, pretty much. Okay. Hello, Blake. This is probably all low power, isn't it? It is. So low power, we need iron plate ores. Okay, which means I need to go hunting for more junk. Find a tattered blueprint by FR square square square. Makes no sense until you tilt it 45 degrees. You angrily discard it. Fascinating. Ammo production at the right, but trash comes from left and we can't move stuff left. At least for now, that is the case, yes. That may change at some point. did say something about armored trains. I am talking to a second chat, and you can see it in the lower left. Or just crazy. Take your pick. Okay. Let's see. That'll give me some more wind turbines. That's great. That's getting us copper cables. Lovely and all. Let's see. So if we have a bunch of steel plate and copper cable, we can theoretically take excess copper cable out of here. Well, we could if our inserters could face that way, but they cannot. What we can do is filter that so that that builds up internally, and then have a... where is... Oh, we have one. That is large. New tip, crab-up bolt. Okay. Can destroy almost any item by shooting it out into the wind. Many technologies are researched by shooting a large number of a specific item. Interesting. Okay, I need to pick that up for a moment because I need to filter first. Chest, another inserter. Sorry, steel chest, another inserter. And then we are only going to take from that when we have more than, I don't know, let's say 600. You seem less crazy now that we found out that you sometimes sleep. Biology does tend to assert itself after a while. Got my first ACT results back a few weeks ago. Managed to get a 31. Congratulations! That is a very solid score. Are you planning on taking it again, or are you happy with that? Okay. Eat a bunch of firearm magazines. Okay. Okay, not much of an animation. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. 36 is the max, that's correct. Fire Wizard, that is a college entrance exam in the United States, one of two. Fire Recycling 2, the Trash Night Rises. You may have heard of the SAT, the ACT is the other one. Bacteria plus firearm magazine can create iron plates. Okay, so this is going backwards. Makeshift biorecycling science pack. Wind turbines, biorecycling plant, and sludge. It is very crude indeed. And too heavy for a rocket. Okay, so we're supposed to do some research just here. For which we will need... Wind turbine, biorecycling plants. Okay, so we need copper cable, we need a whole bunch of iron plates. Okay. So actually what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this. Then I'm going to rotate it. Okay, does that matter? I'm not sure it does. Ah, yes. Okay, and then... probably take it again because of super scores. My highest was math at 33 and lowest was reading at 28. Fair enough. Did you do any prep for that? Like, did you take practice exams and that sort of thing? What did I need? I needed another one of you. Oh, right. Okay, you need bacteria plus firearm magazines. So you can also extract that. To another box now. Okay. Can you describe what we are doing here? Okay, so the wind on this planet prevents building from right to left, or even from inserting vertically. If you try, it rotates, along with a nice blowing sound effect. So we are taking ferric scrap and we are turning it into some products that we need. That goes from bacterial sludge into bacteria, which thankfully spoils into nothing rather than something you have to deal with. This recycler takes scrap plus bacteria and turns it into firearm magazines plus copper cable. Excess copper cable is getting yeeted into the wind. Some of those magazines are going into this gun turret to shoot down the trash droids, which could otherwise damage all this. Other magazines are going here along with more bacteria to be recycled into iron plate, which eventually is going to make some ingredients for another science pack, which we will need to do the next thing. What is that made in anyway? Made in a biorecycling plant. Okay, so we're gonna need a couple more of those. These have a fluid input? Must mean these have a fluid input. My school had a study session due to a recent increase in funding. I think it helped me a little bit with pacing, but most of it was taking higher level classes. Taking stats a few years early certainly helped a lot. Sure. Oh, interesting. The fluid input is on the side. Okay. So I guess we're arranging that like so. Okay. Oh, that also spoils. Ah, alright. Okay. We need more of you. I'm still pressing C to pipette. Well, I mean, kind of, but... Alright. Oh, and... what are those researched in? Okay, crafted with this... Right, we've done that. That's what that should be doing. Right, I was going to... extend that a bit. Okay, except you have no place for the makeshift one. Oh, we have to yeet them. And we have to do that 1,000 times. Okay. Well, the good news is we can just throw those in there. The less good news... we need a bunch of steel. And we have no... well, we have furnaces for our iron. So I guess we can make more steel that way. Oh no, the wind turned the machine. I could never have expected that. Okay. Any other junk we can pick up here? I would like a steel box. Goodbye, unknown. I will try to start at an earlier time tomorrow. And yes, this is the planet with the special integration. It's post just has the word ziggurat carved into it. Okay, weird. For those who, where did this go? Yeah, this is a thing. For those who, haven't seen this before. This is a special mod. Testers wanted. Where did this go? Right, I need more repair packs. Apparently more fast inserters. Okay. Right, I wanted a box here. Friendly reminder, you have been streaming for over half an hour. I intend to go for longer. Oops. Okay. We needed to make another one of these. Okay, we are going to have to find a way. Oh, that's what you mean, Loop and Snoop. Yeah, I am not testing that one. Okay, what do we need to make? Iron plates, gear wheels, and copper cables. Plus, what is... Oh, that's from Cirrus. Plus steel gear wheels and greed circuits. Oh boy. Okay. It refuses to give us a full review of this planet. Okay. So we need to make biorecyclers and wind turbines. And move them this way, generally. Okay, let's see. Use more power cables. Let's see. Okay, we have iron, we have steel. We need to turn some of that iron into gears. To turn some more of that iron into... And you know what? Let's speed that up. We need to turn some more of that iron plus some copper plate into green circuits. Yep. And we had an accident. Okay. Let's see. That needs plates, gears, and cables. Which means... Okay, let me think. Extract crapteria from sewage water and then biorecycle it. Pretty much. Let's see here. Okay, we can get another output of iron plates from this biorecycler up here if we need to, which might not be the worst idea. Because it's going to be a pain getting it out this way with splitters or the like. Belts cannot go backwards. If you try, the wind turns your machine. Okay, that takes steel, gears, and green circuits, all of which we have. Let's see, which means we need... What do we need here? Need more inserters is what we need. Also use some long-handeds. That would be nice. Actually, why don't we move this a bit? Yeah, no sushi belts here. That is verboten. Okay, we're actually going to move here, and then turn you down. You there. Ugh. Okay. What were we making with that? We were making biorecyclers. Okay. That is one thing we need. And the other thing we needed was wind turbines. Those are made with iron, gears, and copper cables. Let's see. I would like to use this supply of copper cables. Let's see. Right, we can get a belt out that way if need be. That will require another inserter. Requires another inserter out from here, and then no, wait. Let's see. We're going to need some undergrounds, unfortunately. And we're apparently going to need more repair packs. How energetic was my cat today? Extremely energetic. It wasn't even, like, more energetic than normal. It was a... like, I couldn't get her to sit down and sleep for, like, 5 minutes. Oh, we have plenty of yellow underground belts. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Alright, eventually we are going to need armored trains just to get bullets from the right side of the base to the left side. Okay, right. Wind turbines. Iron plate, gears, copper cables. Oh, right. Okay. How do I want to do this then? You there. Turn you out this way, and then turn you that way. Okay. That should do the job. You make wind turbines. Armored trains can go backwards, which are special trains just for this planet. You cannot place normal locomotives here. Okay, and then we need some underground pipes. Oh, we have some underground pipes. That's nice. We are going to have to move you up and around. Let's see. I think these things are made in biorecyclers, yes? That there, then... Pipe. Need some more. Pipe. That out. To here. And then... need to launch these, so there. That probably requires some more wind turbines. Oh, that chem plant got destroyed. Cute. Let's put down a couple of gun turrets. Yeah, I can't think of a way to refactor this either, which is not a great sign. Okay, there's our bacteria. Let's see. everything is probably running at low power. Let's just handcraft a bunch of wind turbines. At least for now, there is no way to counter the wind. Armored trains can go wherever you want them to go, which we, of course, don't have yet. We got some efficiency modules from the initial scrap heap. We could probably stand to throw that in some things. That takes in 7.33 per second. 6.5.3. Okay. Probably do that. There we go. That's a better idea. You can get efficiencies. You can get efficiencies. Actually, you probably could benefit from speed. Oh, no. Okay, what's the bottleneck here? Bottleneck is iron going to green circuits. Thank you for the Prime sub, Lil Franklin. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Okay, one more. Problem is just iron output. So we should speed that up as much as possible. Yeah, 10 circuits for that, jeez. Okay, we're gonna need to scale this up. Let's see. Going quickly enough. Well, I say that. Really, if this is being fundamentally limited by circuit speed. This is... yeah, this is just iron hungry. apparently going to need a lot of amps. Let's see. Yeah, ratio time. Goodness, those gun turrets are loud. Alright, let's think here. 29,000. Oh, and you're not... I mean, we still have a very large buffer here, that's fine. Okay, I'm trying to think of a design that meets the width requirements here. Basically, the belts all have to go vertically, and you have to take ingredients from one side of an assembler and out with them to the other side of the assembler or recycling unit or whatever it happens to be. Oh, mega basing this is going to be interesting. Jesus, devour ammo. Given that that has an adequate supply of interesting. Let's just go and steal. Okay, speed that up. Good on power. Not brilliant. Let's see. This. Okay, what comes after this? I am curious. That gets us hardcore biorecycling. It's different bacteria. Metabolize cupric scrap to get engines and processing units. Or a different bacteria to get rail and piercing magazines. Engines to get steel gears. Interesting. Processing units to get advanced circuits and light oil. Or ghetto biorecycling packs. You are getting closer, but something isn't quite right. Advanced circuit, rocket fuel, and a locomotive, which we cannot place. Fascinating. Okay. Let's think here. plenty of inventory space. We could just pick this up and do it. I do appreciate that the construction bots can go against the wind. This would be a gigantic pain otherwise. Okay. Let's see. What I want here... can I put this on belts? I mean, I can. Okay. So, vertical belts of ferric scrap, this bacteria, inserters to this way, recyclers, probably like this. Okay, see, here's the thing. Just 2 speed modules in this is enough to produce 10 magazines a second. And even with some of that going directly into main turrets, that's still, like, you only need 2 of these to saturate a red lane. Hello, Duke Cat. You have walked into Rubia. The only Factorio mod, as far as I know, with official butt plug integration. And that is not a joke. The sky is spicy due to hurricane force winds that are throwing trash everywhere, which is what we are trying to recycle into our components to then throw right back into the atmosphere instead of researching them in a lab. Where is ferric scrap? Sorry, not ferric scrap, cupric scrap. I think we have to explore a bit. Here's some cupric scrap. Goodness. Okay, yeah, these are basically just recolored scrap. Okay, there's some at least. Yeah. Thank you, Ducat. It's fun so far. I'm thinking about ways to scale this up. giraffe some things out here. Ah, no. Is there enough room? No, that's still not enough room. I was thinking we could draw from a belt of this bacteria like this, but that's still too close to this one, so... we need at least one belt like this, possibly two belts of input, like so, to have these going in different directions. Jeez, those gun turrets are loud. Just so I can keep track of what goes where. Okay, that uses an iron out. Let's see. Bunch of iron. Okay, that outlets to the correct lane. That it's long enough. Actually, do you need an underground? Yeah, you do it somewhere. Just close. Okay. That gets you belt of iron plates, the belt of copper cable. From there, stuff like gears and circuits. wouldn't be a bad idea, except inserters can't be backwards. Okay, so we need to make a bunch of gears, we need to make a bunch of green circuits. Let's see here. Just so I'm doing my ratios correctly. What? This is what happens if you leave these turrets out of ammo for a second. Trash droids obliterate something important. Let's see. Okay. So if we just wanted to get iron, we could, in theory, let's see. Yeah, no. This just gets us gears. Somewhere else. Not sure that's what we want. Let's see. What are we doing with these? Gears and circuits. Oh, and steel. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, this really just gets into a ton of iron, doesn't it? Okay, let's see. Itself, which means another magazine output so we can keep gun turrets. Let's see. ton of ammo in the box, and then I don't have it. Okay. Until we get a full red lane of that. Or we can always take this off along the way. Okay. Let's see. Need steel, gear, and green circuits to make biorecycling plants. Cable to make wind turbines. Okay. Who is messaging me on Steam? I don't own that game and I haven't talked to you in like a decade. No. Wow. Who knows of a game called Ready or Not? I was just invited to play that. I don't think I've ever heard of it before. I like the game. What is it? I don't even know. The SWAT sim. Okay. Neutralize targets without killing hostages, without killing anyone. Fascinating. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, we're getting iron and copper cable out onto this belt. What do we do with that iron and copper cable? Steel we need to make, we have gears we need to make. Green circuits we need to make. And we need to get some of that iron and copper cable back. Here to those terminals, which I guess we could do by curling the belt around. Let's see. Just doesn't. She doesn't think so. We take this off as we well, I was gonna say we can fit more than 3 W's before we saturate lead and iron if we're taking this to make gears and whatnot as we go, but that also requires a decent supply of these bacteria, so we'd have to scale that up. Eric scrapping, but I'm worried about that becomes super fast. Mine is super fast. Alright, tell you what, let's just put this all down. Blueprint you. Not 77. Oh goodness. Regular 7 is just fine. Okay. Yeah. Alright. try this from scratch. Ah. How interesting. Miners cannot output to the left either. Okay. It's alright. Still fill both lanes of the belt by doing this. Yeah, apparently you cannot aim miners counterwind either. That. How much of this do you make? 10 a second. Okay. I would like more than that. It must have been the wind. Actually, what am I doing? Do this. Wait, no, we can't. Because we need to be able to. Okay, how do I do this? So, then this way. Let's see. Okay, that'll get out to both lanes. Let's see. You could use. Okay, this will get us 20. Could scale that up to 30 relatively easily. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. That's 184%. Yeah, we barely do this. Okay. This gets us 2 output belts. Which is fine because let's see. There we go. Okay. Technically, we could extend that up to like there. Okay. Let's see. If I have done my job properly. First, let's make these turrets a bit. Could also stand a turret or 2 up here. That's fine. this belt. Okay. 8. One belt of Factorio going this way into these. String going up. For a second. We don't even really need 2 miners, do we? Okay. Alright, and now we need a field of turbines. Okay, that leaves us about 12 shorts. Okay. Let's see. Did I do this correctly? Yes. Yes, we did. Okay, good. Now we need to do something with this belt. Also need... somewhere, let's say... Oh, right. Here. Okay. Then we can also shove a bunch of modules and modules and everything. Okay. That's looking better. One more wind turbine, please, so I don't have to think about this. There we go. Alright. Now. Need to consume a ton of iron. What did I say we needed to make here? We need turbines, which need iron, copper, and gears. And then we need biorecyclers, which need steel, gear, okay, it's easy enough to just draw those from the belt. Basically a full red belt here. goes into a box. And copper gets avoided. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. That consumes only that little. 1.0 to 1.5 steel per second. Great. Really alive. Oh gosh. Okay. So this can sustain a bunch. We need that. 8 steel plates, 12 gear wheel, and 10 wheels. Okay, so we can get away with roughly this. Oh yeah, and we get a that's nice. 1.5. A little steel bottlenecked, but within reason. Okay. Okay, we'll just do this. Let's see, 1 per second. Yeah. 2 per second. Yeah, that's actually. Okay. Now, how to get this out? Fast inserters. Let's see. I could also stand to have a reserve of some of this stuff. This is Okay, that'll build us up a buffer of steel. Green circuits, gears. Go into here. And slowly... let's see. This is eating how much iron? 6.5 per second. Which does not leave me with a whole lot left. Okay, so now I need to make wind turbines, which take everything here plus gears. Wind turbines. Rate of 0.09%. Let's hold that up. Okay, so as long as we are making our janky science pack, make the path, and then we void it. Hello there, Messaged? I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. How do I pronounce that? Regardless, welcome to Rubia. 6.6. Other way around. Oh, interesting. Okay. No, that's fine. Yeah, it's, I feel your pain, Blake. It is no easier when I have, buildings damaged that turn out to be routine space platform wall is getting damaged. Crap, I have to check every time. Messaged? I'm sorry, you may have to spell that phonetically. I don't know how to read that, that kind of scripting. I should. I mean, find herself on the save, still checking. Why are we not making any copper cable? Because we are full on iron. Interesting. Okay. There, and then I have to... Oh, crap. Okay, I actually have to move this a little further. Alright. Problem here being, we need to remove extra iron from the belt, if there is extra iron on the belt, to keep the copper wire flowing. We need to extend that iron belt just this little bit further so we can find a way to avoid that. And then we need to make a circuit condition view. Read all belts, enable disable. Iron on the belt is greater than, let's say, 50. 505 is 50. Alternatively, actually, wouldn't hurt to have a random iron supply either. We don't need to look at you. Aircraft here. Okay. That's better. Let's turn it off. That way this should always be my output. I know what that is. I just don't know how to read it. I probably should. Okay. Now we're creating copper cable, which is picked up, fed to this. We're making those good. Okay. Actually, I should have filtered this. Let's be real. Okay. making the things. We have a full chest of ammo. Those are in decent supply. Okay. That is much healthier. I like this a lot better. Let's see. Should we also draw off copper cable from the end of this line to keep iron flowing out of here? Maybe our... Expected resources 4.8 million. We really don't worry about resource drain here. Filter to copper cable and only greater than, let's see here. Okay. That keeps that flowing. One steel per second. That's as fast as we're making it. Okay, that is much, much, much healthier. Per second, 2 per second. Okay. Do enough power. Actually, a little close to the wire here. Okay. Make sure 5 per second, per second, per second, 2.5 per second. Okay. Ratios. Yeah, I think this is moving about as as fast as we can reasonably expect it to. Assuming we can get our power check here. Well, no. This is clearly consuming at an acceptable rate. Not really being bottlenecked by this server speed here. Okay. This is still going to take a while. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Entities are destroyed on a ship I don't care about. That will repair itself. Okay, what can I be handcrafting to prepare us for the future? Sorry about the audible alert, Fire Wizard. I could turn it off, but I kind of need to hear it myself. This file contains art by someone named Hydebore. You stow it away safely where other people can't judge you for it. Okay, that's good. For anyone who doesn't pay much attention to the Factorio subreddit, Hydebore is known for some less than safe for work Factorio art. Yes, Fire Wizard, that is, you're thinking of the right person. Okay, Eric scrap, cubic scrap. Oh, you can probably just search top of all time or top of the month on Factorio. Oh no. You'll find it. They get up, folks. This train stop was once called Rat Pack. That one I don't get. Spidertron has a disc that reads faster than light theory something C. It's damaged beyond repair. Finally crumbles in your inventory. Is that a C-block reference? I think that's a C-block reference. This junk heap contains a review that says Miraxis 7 out of 10 too much water. You are confused but still disagree. Those things that look like artillery turrets, yes, that is what I'm using to research. Rather than shoving our science packs into a laboratory of any kind, they get yeeted back into the wind. So these are both used to void items and also to research. Let's see, where did this ferret go? Here we are. This wreckage has a box labeled something. You open it carelessly, causing items to spring out. Everything in that box was destroyed by the explosives, including some files. Fascinating. Rummaging through junk, you find a gun turret under the rubble marked property of Bob. Her fumbling makes it spring to life. This is the engineer from TF2's planet. Research done with a big gun. Can't argue with that. Okay. What else can we do while this goes? Just need to make more of this. I guess we could. Is that feasible? Just double this. I suppose we can. There's nothing really stopping us other than lack of power. Well, let's start with power then. 56 turbines. Of course we do. Did not find hide boar on Factorio. No, I did scrub back in the stream. Yeah, Factorio No is a fun subreddit. I enjoy it quite a bit. Pipes apparently. Probably going to need more power levels. Yes, we are. That's a bunch of that. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? Do I have to search for this every time? Is this on production? Oh great heavens, I made the mistake of looking at the clock. And why am I suddenly British? Can't answer the last one. But, as for the former, Factorio does have that quality about it, doesn't it? Let's see. There that is something here. What was destroyed? Once we can handle back a bunch of wind turbines. Actually, why am I doing that? I can just steal some from that belt. Okay. That gets us more bacteria. We have power poles. Let's see, what else do we need? Ooh, we are running low on efficiency. Also, where did spoilage come from? I don't know, but it's going away. These. What else do we need? We need real and inserters. Probably best to make more of those. It does. Where is this? Gathered from spoilage from some. So that's the thing. Spoilage from some stuff on Varaxis, but I didn't bring down a fish. We don't have any Leva or Varaxis things here. Oh, gathered from Spidertron remnants. Why on earth do those yield spoilage? Oh, probably because of the fish driving them. That would make some amount of sense. Yes, I just shot a fish corpse into the atmosphere. That is 100% what's going on. Okay, these are only efficiency ones, which means I can just make some. Gathered some red circuits from all this stuff as well. Okay. I would like to get this hardcore biorecycling research done before hanging it up for the night. Good news is I think we are on pace to get that at a relatively decent hour. At least a decent hour on US Central. Sorry about that again, Fire Wizard. I swear I will do my best to start this during the afternoon US Central tomorrow. Okay, last efficiency module. Come on. There we go. Missing repair packs. I guess I should put another turret down. Probably put a couple more turrets down, actually. .8K? My 4.8K now. Does that cover everything? It looks like it covers everything. Oh, except for the edge here. There we go. Now everything has turret coverage. The shortcut to dump half of stuff in a chest is Control right click. Or to take half of stuff from a chest. Yeah, when in doubt, there's usually a control click or shift click related shortcut in Factorio to take from or put into whatever quantity your little heart desires. Okay, 61%. And we'll be going more as soon as we can. Surpass our circuit threshold here. This is probably also a K2 asset, I would assume. Anyone knows? This looks like the kind of mega artillery turret that would be in K2. Eek. Stupid circuit threshold taking forever. You're doing well. There we go. Oh, because I haven't routed fluid in here. Silly me. You know, that thing you kind of need to do to make progress. There we go. Hello, Goose. How would this science pack work with multi-research flask requiring research? So it looks like, if I'm reading this correctly, we research the next science pack by throwing a bunch of this into the atmosphere. And then we have this ghetto biorecycling science pack, which we presumably then also throw into the atmosphere. At some point, though, we get to a actual biorecycling science pack that we then need to move back to Novice. And in fact, if you look at research productivity, both the Maraxis Science Pack and the Rubia Science Pack are now part of research productivity. So those two planets can theoretically be thing-based on. How is your late evening treating you, Goose? I hope it is late evening and not early morning, the way it is for Fire Wizard here. Yeah, this is definitely an aesthetic choice of a mod. Getting through my burner inserter only run, good lord. Best of luck to you. At some point here in Rubia, there is an item we will need called Gamer Girl Bathwater. I only know this because I looked at but did not install the alt-cut mod that changes the name of that item along with like a dozen other items. So yeah, between all these items names and the the butt plug integration, this is yeah, this is I don't even know how to describe it really. Awful taste but great execution, perhaps. Yeah, I'm already not having the 100% experience. Oh god. Just for Goose here. That's not a joke. This mod can actually interface with remote-controlled butt plugs. Why? Nobody really knows. But I suppose I'm not getting the full experience by cutting that out. Disappointing. Honestly, that's a pretty tame git merge comment by some of the standards I've seen. have definitely made a does this work lol comment or two in my commit messages in my career. Doc would have gone for the 100% experience. Oh gosh. Somehow I doubt it. One moment, we have an unapproved bot in the Discord. Is Farm Merge Valley, and why is it in my Discord? I do not understand. Let's go hunting for more messages while this runs. What else can we find in these scrap piles? Shattered picture frame. Photo has the faint scent of pizza. Do not understand. Also, why did my bots die? Did they just get hit by a asteroid? Oh, it was a fun excuse to draw the Glebamash cover you did. Did you have any more song covers planned? I mean, if I can think of one, sure. I'm certainly not opposed to doing more. But Yumako Mash was definitely a flash of inspiration type thing, not something I really planned out. Kinda weird that this mod of all mods considered horny Factorio drawings to be a shame thing. I don't disagree. This post has a note from, presumably, Boskid, detailing efforts to hide his spaghetti mancy from his co-workers. Poor Boskid. This pile has a chunk of Greel. can tell that it took a while to produce. Indeed. Okay, why is there not enough logistic storage on Cirrus, and how do I get this to go away? Oh dear. Is this something I can fix remotely? There are 3 construction bots. How on earth did that happen? Really don't want to have to leave here. Actually, I'm not even sure if I can leave right now. Okay. I'd really like this message to go away. Okay. Is that possible? I'm not entirely sure what you missed, Selly. Yeah, I mean, I can theoretically repurpose a requester chest or two to insert some solid fuel. As long as I have a burner inserter, I can also repurpose. But it looks like I'd have to do that in multiple places, which is really annoying. And I'm not entirely sure how this got stuck in the first place. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I am going to put here. Oh, that's just coming from the storage box. Yeah. Oh, jeez, okay. Hello. Still need this connected. Hey, we got it. Alright. I've gotten hardcore biorecycling, which is going to be a new task, I think. Oh, and we literally cannot make the previous science pack anymore. Is that a beer emoticon for research? Scrapapalooza. It appears to be a beer icon, although it's not beer. I don't know what that refers to. False advertising. Oh gosh. Okay. How do I get Cirrus? I don't really care if this whole thing freezes over, I just want it to shut up. What if we do that? Let's see. I guess we can dump you in here. And since we're not going to be shooting any more asteroids because the gun turrets are all frozen over, that should stick. Okay. Yeah, the Cirrus base was not deadlock proof. I'm sure of that. Or at least it wasn't immune from freezing. I think this may have been okay. This sushi loop may have been okay deadlock-wise, but it was kind of on the border between some of these heating towers, and if any one belt in here froze over, that causes the whole thing to kind of go. And yeah, that can cause some cascade effects. Which is fine, we don't actually need this to do anything anymore. So, I'm going to choose to not care. Okay. Much as I would love to keep this going, it is 11:30 here. We have just hit a milestone research. Fire Wizard is up way too late. So I think I'm going to call it here for the night. And I will attempt to stream again tomorrow afternoon Central Time. So that we can hopefully get a few more people in here. Oh, thank you all for tuning in. This has been fun. I have enjoyed getting back into this after a long while of nose to the grindstone working on Shapes 2. So... Oh no, Ryan Goosling. I will presumably be back on tomorrow afternoon sometime at Central. Glad to see you, hope to see you then. But there's always the VOD. I'm sorry. Alright, have a good night, everyone.